Sant Antonino is a village situated in the center of the Balanie region of northeastern Corsica, southwest of l'Île Rousse. Because of its dramatic situation clinging around the top of a hill, the village is sometimes referred to as the Eagle's Nest. Sant Antonino is officially classified as one of the most beautiful villages in France. It has a history dating back to the 9th century. The location was originally chosen because of its natural defenses, making it one of the oldest villages in Corsica. Much of the village is a warren of narrow lanes, steep pathways passing through vaulted passages, and ancient traditional houses, making Sant Antonino a pleasure to explore. The narrow streets occasionally give way to little highlights: a small courtyard, a small chapel, a bread oven, or other interesting architectural feature, adding further to the traditional character of the village. One of the most imposing monuments is on the edge of the village. The Church of the Annunciation dates from the 11th century and has a taller bell tower on 4 levels. Inside you can see several 18th century paintings. The views from Sant Antonino are, not surprisingly, exceptional and extend beyond the countryside to the resort of Calvi and l'Île Rousse, and far out to sea or inland across the Balanie region in the other direction. Pigna is a very small village in the Balanie region of Corsica, northeast of Calvi. It is quite charming, and an hour spent exploring the village is very pleasant. The village can date its history to the 9th century, when Lieutenant Consalvo was sent here by the Pope to free Corsica from the Saracens. Consalvo built a tower and called it Pigna, after the region of Rome where he came from. Before you even reach Pigna, you will have caught glimpses of the village through the trees, enticing you to want to explore and providing some of the best photo opportunities. You quickly find yourself in the main square facing the church. The Church of the Immaculate Conception is rather plain from the front, with 4 pilasters and 2 small towers being the principal decoration. From the main square, you can follow the path to the right of the church, which leads around the village. Along the cobbled paths, you will see a few small courtyards and streets of ancient houses, as well as a pottery shop with some lovely pieces of art and several music and crafts related shops. After enjoying your stroll through Pigna, you will find a hotel restaurant in the village center and a cafe next to the car park. The beautiful village of Corbara. Corbara is really more of a group of hamlets and small villages spread across the landscape than one single village, but most can easily be reached on foot if you park in the main part of the village. Stroll through the narrow paths to reach the open belvedere in front of the pastel pink church. This is the Baroque-style Church of the Annunciation. Built between 1641 and 1751, and includes an impressive altar made with marble from a nearby quarry in the 18th century. There are several other small churches and chapels in Corbara, and as you follow the streets through the village, you will notice the signs to the Chapelle de Notre-Dame des Sept Dolors. This involves a walk up the hill but its location and views make it worthwhile. Outside the chapel, there are views along the coast as well as back across the village of Corbara. It is said that Pascal Paulo, 18th century leader of the movement for an independent Corsica, stood in this spot when he was deciding where to base a new town to compete with Calvi, the town that was later to become Ile Rousse. There are several alleys that lead back to the center of the village from here, with a chance to see more of the small traditional houses. There are also two small museums in Corbara, the Museum of Religious Art, which is part of the Church of the Annunciation, and the Museum of Art and Ancient History, which is on the street just across from the main church and is a private museum with an eclectic and varied selection of local objects. On the coast nearby, you will find a long sandy beach at Algajola. Farther, but more unusual, you will enjoy a visit to Ostriconi Beach near Ogliastro and about 15 kilometers northeast of Corbara.